So up in Canada, the convoy of truckers converging on Ottawa to keep that nation free is growing larger by the day. They left from Vancouver on the western side of the country on Sunday. They're protesting the federal government's vaccine mandates for cross-border truckers, among other things. That mandate took effect on January 15th, preparatory to a worldwide digital travel pass, internal passports for everybody linked to your health status, but not limited to your health status. If you can't see the future in clear outline right now, you're not paying attention. But the truckers in Canada can. The Canadian Trucking Alliance estimates that roughly 16,000 truckers in Canada are not vaccinated. That convoy also includes truckers who are vaccinated but who aren't going to stand for tyranny. Here's what the convoy looks like.
This started with vaccine mandates, but for most here, it's about a lot more.
I think this is more of a freedom movement.
Well over 1,000 people lining the Trans-Canada Highway outside of Winnipeg in -30 wind chills, protesting what they call government overreach.
Somebody has to stand up for Canada, and the truckers are doing it.
It all started a couple days ago in Delta, BC. Truckers protesting vaccine mandates at the border. Now, as the convoy logs more kilometers, it's getting more support.
We're just really tired of getting our freedoms trampled on.
It's worth sticking up for what you believe in.
Arriving outside Winnipeg, hundreds of vehicles taking more than an hour to pass.
We came from Calgary. Yeah. What do you think of this?
It's awesome.
To take our country back.
As it rambled by, no one was hit. It was peaceful. Salvatore Vetro has followed since BC.
It's a togetherness like I've never felt before.
And it keeps growing.
And thank God it keeps growing. So what's the reaction been like from our media gatekeepers? Well, a cartoonist for the Washington Post accused the truck drivers of fascism. There's the cartoon on your screen. So a paid vassal for the world's richest man, a man who supports censorship and crushing anyone who doesn't agree with him, who treats his own legions of workers like serfs. A guy who works for that man is telling you that people who peacefully assemble to express political opinions are, quote, fascists. Really, who's the fascist? Pal. Sheldon Andreas is not a fascist. He's a pastor. He's also a trucker. He's a member of the Freedom Convoy, and we're grateful to have him join us tonight from Ontario. Mr. Andreas, thanks so much for coming on. A fascist, really. So tell us why you're doing this, if you would.
Yeah, well, probably mostly for the same reasons that a lot of these other guys are out here doing this. There's just been a stifling of freedom and a stifling of unity in Canada for 2 years. A lot of people are down. A lot of people are fired. Man, you can't even go into a grocery store without getting into an argument about a mask or whatnot. So what really drove me to do this is the smiling faces that I seen on the people that organized it. Like a good friend of mine helped to put this together, and it's just been wonderful to see all the smiling faces that have come together. And it doesn't matter, Christians, non-Christians, all sorts. The natives are out with banging their drums. It's just a wonderful sensation to see unity, once again in Canada.
Well, it's beautiful to watch from below your border, I have to say. You're being snarled at, but you're smiling back. The government seems to be doing all it can to prevent you from peacefully protesting its, speaking of fascist, policies. But you're doing it anyway. Are you worried about the repercussions?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I mean, some of my friends have been arrested for pastoring their churches. We're fully prepared to smile and push through for the greater good, Tucker. We want to see Christ glorified in the church and out of the church. So we're pushing forward, come what may.
So why, I shouldn't even pose this to you. Let me just say, you seem much more like a civil rights hero than a fascist to me. Are any media in Canada supporting you, or at least arguing that you should have a right to express your views?
Yeah, not that I know of, Tucker. I think maybe Rebel News is putting out some positive stuff about the movement, but the mainline media is much the same in the USA. These guys are not our friends. They're coming after us. They're slandering really good people. Man, some of the stuff they're saying about really good people, dragging their names through the mud, it's shameful. So no fascists here. Moms and dads and kids standing around a bonfire beside me, where the convoy came through here about, I don't know, half an hour ago. Standing here with their kids, enjoying a fire with people they haven't got to hang out with for a very long time.
I got to say, it's just so thrilling to see this, having watched Canada, was such a beautiful country, a wonderful country, descend into this darkness, and to see someone like you standing up cheerfully is really affirming. So thank you. Sheldon Andreas, good luck.
Yeah, you're welcome, Tucker. Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.